What's good, y'all? SGG Game, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video. If you guys are enjoying the series, as always, please go ahead and hit the video with that like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are enjoying the content, want to see more of it, and you want to help me get bigger so that other people can come to the channel, man, really grow this series out so more people can get eyes on it. Those are all big ways to kind of help out and contribute with that, man. The likes really help show YouTube that you guys are enjoying it. Subscribing if you're brand new. If you feel like you want to see more of the series and see us win this World Series championship, especially if you're a Tigers fan, you're going to really enjoy this series as we're looking to build up this team, and building it up starts with contract extensions. We got a couple of early extensions we can go ahead and work out for some big name players. As you can see right off the bat, I like to go through this by position just so I can kind of get a look at it. Let's feel like not as many people as you saw that long list earlier, but we got Morris Jones right off the bat, and the first thing I'm thinking about is a long-term extension. Can I lock him up multi-years at a cheaper price? Has he deserved it? Has he earned it yet? 81 overall, A potential, has plenty of room to keep growing. This year the numbers have kind of dipped a little bit less, not as many doubles, home runs are right on track, the average is lower. So I'm not sure if he's really fully earned, that big 10-year mega deal that we've seen some young superstars sign in the actual MLB. So instead, I just offer like a little 3-year deal, give him some more time to grow, and after 3 years he'll still only be 23, and I wouldn't be opposed to a big time deal for him coming back at that point as well. Now, as we keep going through the rest of the list of players, we're going to get to more young guys that need longer term extensions, some old guys that they either haven't shown it or we might not just want them back just quite yet. So right off the bat, we're going to start here with Drew Jones, get him a nice little 2-year deal. But then Matt Verlaine, yes, he's performing great this year. We have a lot of young guys lower than him though in the outfield ready to take over that spot. And the outfield is getting crowded. We're drafting a lot of good talent out there and getting a lot of good talent. So for the time being, I'm gonna wait, see what he might want in like the open market, see if we can bring him back either cheaper or see how much competition he actually has. Keith Clemens here, although the numbers have dipped down, he's still a former rookie of the year. I think still going to be the shortstop of the future. We just got to get those averages up just a little bit. I think it's just a sophomore slump, so I'm gonna give him a little 2-year deal, have him right the ship if he's able to write it, give him a long-term deal. Fernando Gonzalez, even though we just drafted him, since he's up here at the major league level already at 19 years old, he's somebody that could honestly be warranted of one of those big multi-year mega deals. Just don't think it's quite ready for him yet. We'll give him 2 years, let him develop, and see if he turns into somebody that fully I can trust with that. Spencer Torkelson has the potential to be, but has yet to perform up to or anywhere close to that potential. Now, the power this year has exceeded career limitations, but still, at 26 years old, he has not looked like an A potential player just yet. So I think I'm gonna give him a 2-year deal. He'll probably rock out on 2 or 3-year deals to kind of end his career till he's done with us at least. So I'll give him a little 2-year deal here, $3.4 million. And keep it pushing on to the next. Jordan Hicks was one of the only relievers that was up for anything that I felt like deserved this contract. The other ones were guys that were up at the major league level that we had sent down, or guys that are struggling at the major league level. So he's the only one getting any type of deal. And I know he's going to be warranting a lot of big money in the open market, so I'm not mad at giving him 2 years around $7 million, $6 million. So I think we settled down here at $6.5 million a year to go to be a part of our bullpen for 2 more years. He accepts the deal, so we get to lock him up for a little bit longer. After that point, we might let him go after that kind of deal. Casey Mize, at 28 years old, not looking for big time starter money. We're still trying to look for around $9.4 million a year. Now here I go ahead and give him the promise of ace role, get a little bit more interest while being able to offer a little bit less. So we get him for around $7 million instead. Severino has struggled, the most he's ever struggled in his career. The ERA is well above 4, the highest it's been in his career, at least as far as these numbers here is the current Yankees and Detroit numbers. So he has not performed like I wanted to, and to sign him on a 1-year deal since he's getting older would cost too much. So we're going to wait on him, see if maybe the numbers come down, see if it's warranted of a 1-year deal worth that much, or a multi-year deal if he can write the numbers and end the year strong. Then Jesus Luzardo, yeah, he played great in Boston, but completely different park, completely different team. I want to see him earn that contract here. It might be something that we end up working out before the end of the year. And last but not least, young phenom Jackson Jobe, who is still yet to take that leap. As you can see, that ERA is still pretty high. Strikeout numbers are looking good, though. He's ate up a lot of innings in the long relief role. He's developed pretty nicely. He's almost at 80 overall at 23 years old, so still plenty of time to grow. We offer him a little short, simple contract, though, to see if it's going to be warranted of big money. Now, here in today's episode, though, Jesus Luzardo will be a topic of discussion because we did just trade for him at the trade deadline. So we're going to want to get into his big start. Before we get into that, we're playing off against the Royals, dominating 13-3. We ended up winning 13-4 as we almost had a 3 home run ball game in that one. To go ahead and kick off game number 2. As you can see, Fernando Gonzalez hit 1, Torkelson hit 1 as well. and just 16 hits as a team, 3 of them by Morris Jones, Fernando Gonzalez with 5 RBIs as well, Harry Ford at the bottom of the lineup with 3 more hits. So this team, when they want to be on and they want to see the ball right, We can rack up the hits, we can rack up runs, we can do good. Severino, there you go, trying to earn the contract a little bit after hearing me talk a little smack. 7 innings, 3 earned, even though the ERA definitely went up. It definitely went up, but he was able to do enough to get this dub. I mean, 3 earned runs is nothing you'll laugh at. It's a quality start in a lot of books. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the stats, see where guys are coming along. Guerrero Jr., phenomenal, 33 and 88 this year, but some surprise home run hitters behind him. Torkelson second with 16, 14 for Riley Green, 13 for Badu and Gonzalez actually has 64 ribbies too. That's our 2, 3, and 4 hitters. They're leading us in RBIs, and then Morris Jones doing a phenomenal job at the top of the lineup, 28 doubles. When he's not hitting doubles, he's got 30 stolen, or not 30 stolen, that was 30 doubles for Kibadu, with 20 plus stolen bases too as well. So doing a phenomenal job at the leadoff role, and all that sets up to give Jesus Luzardo a terrific start here today. You can see he's a 79 overall. The lowest thing we have to worry about would be homers per 9, but they're all per 9s are all in a good spot. Pitching clutch is good. He's got low control at 77, but so much break and velo that I'm not even worried about the control. The control is not even in a bad spot. I'd say that's still above average at 77. So I think the trade that we did is a phenomenal one. He's not going to come in and be an ace, but he's going to come in and be a key part of this rotation. I think, especially if we make a push for the postseason, as a third starter, maybe even second starter, because I'm not even sure how many arms I'm going to throw out in the postseason. I'm not sure who's going to pitch in what spot. But let's believe the best arms will be pitching, and anybody struggling will be moved to long relief role. So here we will be looking to try to decide who's going to take this series. We lost game 1, 6-3. Won yesterday, of course, as you guys saw, 13-4. And facing off, and I almost forgot about him, Bucky Hackman. If you guys remember, this was a second base talent that actually was a very good one. I think he ended up having like 99 potential, 80 overall right now, as he's had a phenomenal season with the Royals in his first year up. 278, 6 homers, 34 ribbies. Not really striking out that much, stealing a couple of bags here and there, and then 21 doubles to go along with it. So that slugging percentage well over 400, OPS around 750. He's looked very strong for this Royals team. It's somebody that we thought about getting at one point if he had been able to slide back to us, but it was one of our years that we had just did really good, so we didn't even have a top chance to be able to take him. I think he went number 1 overall. So number 1 overall to number 1 in the Royals lineup, as we get to go ahead and get started off with Luzardo's first at bat in the Detroit Tigers uniform. We're first in the Central right now. We'll see how long we can hold on to that and how big of a lead we can make it. Is Bucky Hackman has a very interesting mix of pitches, and 12-6 is actually his best pitch, his number 1 pitch. He's also going to throw that 4-seamer in though to kind of mix it in. If you guys know me, I think I mentioned it before, the 12-6 is one of my most feared pitches to throw as we get the strikeout on Hackman, because it just always seemed like in older MLB shows when I would throw that 12-6, it was an automatic home run. I don't know what it was, and it was back with I think Andy Pettit when I used to play with the Yankees all the time. Every time I threw that 12-6, it was just long gone, as that one's going to be a base hit up the middle. There it is, the 12-6 curse striking again. At least it wasn't a homer, but it will be a 1-out base hit for Nick Lofton. As we'll be keeping eyes on that, and keeping eyes already looks like might have to on the pitch count, as that's going to be a lined rocket right to left field, but we're already at 15 pitches deep. This is quite a bit for, I guess, your first inning. You see we jump up to 18 here. It was a 2-1 count to Perez. Gets chopped foul. 2-2. Not going to offer the 12-6. That looks like some pretty good break, though. So I'm surprised with 2 strikes, you're not going to swing at that one. 3-2 now. Right down the middle and right back out there where second base should have been at for a base hit yet again. And so far, I mean, it's a good pattern to have, because it'll always get you at the inning. Out base hit, which means that Oscar Colas here with the 2-2 should swing and miss at the 12-6 going away from him. Great pitch there off the edge. And we're going to keep it right here, bottom of the second, 3-1 count to Ruiz as he goes chasing the 12-6 upstairs. He's locating it pretty good, though. You know, they're not really close to the strike zone. They're going to get him and say he didn't go around. No even look down. Just the home plate umpire is going to make, I guess, the final decision himself. As coming all the way at the batter's box, I thought that would have been a strikeout. But it's okay. Runner will be at first base. We do get the next strikeout, though, after that. And this 12-6 is locating pretty far out the zone. At least he's not missing inside the zone. And then he's using these other pitches, his circle change, his 4-seamer. I believe he throws a sinker, too, as well, to keep these guys off balance. As you can see, he popped that one sky high for the second out. And then 2-2 here gets gone to a full count for Drew Waters. As we are at 48 pitches, 49 pitches through 2 innings of work. Another strikeout there, though, but we're halfway to 100 already, and we've only been through the lineup 1 time and haven't even seen 3 full innings of work. So, you know, stamina is going to be in question here. How deep can he go? How long will he be allowed to go? as he does have a 1-0 lead here, but does give up a base hit to Nick Lofton yet again to get over at first base. And with an 0-2 here to Vinny, can we get him down on Stroh? How you don't swing at that with 2 Ks is very disciplined to me. Coming back trying to get him to chase yet again though to even it. And there you go. That's what happens when you watch a little bit too much. Now he's gonna have to go sit down. You saw down below it said Fernando Gonzalez adds to Rookie of the Year candidacy with the 5 RBI game that he had yesterday. I think he honestly could strongly get it as, oh, the runner's going to go in and blow past the stop sign, and that's why you pay third base coaches, ladies and gentlemen. You should listen to him. He was out by a long, he didn't even start sliding yet when the catcher had the ball and was ready to make that tag. But hey, we're going to go ahead and take it though, right? We keep the game 1-0. As Luzardo, I mean, pitch count is in question. Giving up a couple hits here and there and not really able to finish at bats. I think it's mostly because he lacks a strikeout pitch, at least in my mind. The 12-6 is okay. It's not really a strikeout pitch to me. My strikeout pitches ideally are like if you have very good command of your circle change, if you have very high heat with your 4-seamer. Other than that, it's a slider, a slurve. And if you have good control of it, your curveball. But if you don't have those, mainly just those two, the slider and slurve, you don't really have a strikeout pitch in my eyes. So maybe it's how I was pitching with them, but that 12-6 was not getting Ks, and when you're not getting Ks, you're getting foul balls, and that's exactly how we're at. 72 pitches through 3 2/3, 0-2 count to cross, and a 12-6 gets lifted into the outfield that drops right in front of the outfielder. And just like that, they got runners in scoring position at first and second, and Drew Waters looks to make something happen here with a 1-2 count. Trying to get his team back on the board, and that strikeout will go ahead and get him. So through 4 innings, we are still looking good. And we're back up to the top of the lineup for the 3rd time here as we enter the 5th with a full count to Bucky Hackman. Doing what they've done all game, fouling off the 2 strike pitches to stay alive. And when you stay alive, you get on base, as that's a base hit in front of the outfielder. And Nick Lofton is yet to not see the base pass too. So we're going to have to maybe pitch a little bit more carefully. Looks like they're giving some signs out there. A little extra lead at first. Maybe got to keep your eyes on it. No steal attempt, but that ball will get down in the gap. And that's going to easily score across one. We'll just see if he holds at second base, which he will. And that's an RBI double there for Nick Lofton. Now 3 for 3 day. Looking strong, and we're going to have Benny up right after him. Still 87 pitches through. That's a 4-seamer in a good location, but he's able to force it the opposite way into the gap. That'll score the 2nd run to give the Royals the lead, and he'll stop at first base for a base hit. And just like that, the game is now in the hands of the Royals, as it is 2-1, and they are not done yet, as there's still no outs. Runner at first base. We need a double play ball here if possible. That is the exact opposite of a double play ball. Instead of 2 outs, it'll be 2 runs, as that is a long fly ball out of here. Salvador Perez, 21st of the season, goes 402 feet. The big fly is long out of the park, and he puts them up 4-1. The pitch count was high. He was getting tired. Maybe we left him in just a little bit too long, but I'm glad to see they managing how I would if I was controlling the whole team, because I probably would have left him out there too. So not a very good start in his Tigers debut. A little disappointing here. Only, I think, 4 innings of work. Ended up giving 4 earned runs. Not sure how many strikeouts, though. He had a good amount. I'm going to say probably around 6 or 7, but just way too much work out there being left on the base passes. Jackson Joe will come in. Won't have to inherit any runners, but as you can see, he ended up giving 2 of his own away in that inning. They really exploded for a 6-2 lead. We come back and get 1 here. Got runners at first and second with 2 outs. A chance for Keith Clemens to maybe be a hero here, and unfortunately, we don't see heroes this often. We lose the series, lose the game against the division rival Kansas City Royals. And this is one that we really got to have. I mean, we got to be beating these teams that are under 500, that are below us in the standings, if we want to hold on to our place in the standings. And honestly, I just think it was just no offense being given on Luzardo's way. We had 3 runs out of 12 hits. We got to do a better job of converting that. But 4 hits from Akil Baddoo, 2 from Gonzalez and Green, none from Morris Jones at the leadoff spot. That'll kind of do it. If he was getting on, we probably had a couple more RBIs, but chose today to go over. And you see Luzardo there, 10 hits, giving up 1 walk. So, I mean, at least the command was there. He wasn't giving up a whole lot of walks, but was giving up a lot of hits. As you see his hit chart here, a lot of that stuff in the strike zone, but in a hittable location. 71% strike rating. The circle change was looking good, 79% and a 1 for 4 out rate. Sinker wasn't really hitting the zone that much. 4-seamer wasn't doing a whole lot. But that 12-6, man, that thing was all over the middle of the plate when it was getting smacked. when we were getting some takes, it was like well off the plate. We were not hitting those corners, we were not hitting those lines, and really painting the picture of a good at bat. Now, can't be said with all the pitchers. See, the circle changes here though. He just had a very good break on those to give guys full, because I was down the middle too as well. But did a decent job. Just gotta work on that 12-6, have a little bit better of a start. I think it's one of those pitches that either is on or is not. Today it was not. If we had got some more runs, like if we had put up 13 runs again, we would have been straight. But can't ask for that every single night for us to be successful. Of course, you see Cleveland, they got a series now, a 4-game set with the Twins, which they should take easily, and they got to play them again. So 6 of their next 9 games are about to be against the 39-72 Twins. And then go right back to the Cubs. You got St. Louis, you got Los Angeles, got a lot of guys under 500. Whereas for us, we got the Padres, the Blue Jays, the Brewers, the Astros, the Yankees, all teams over 500. I think the only teams that we'll be facing under 500 are the Rangers and then the Twins to end the month of September. Before we get into like a big division heavy September, we'll be playing the White Sox, Twins a lot, the Guardians even. So here in this next game, I want to try something out just in case it got interesting. I went into the, what is it called? The quick manage mode, just to go ahead and see what it would be like in this mode to just kind of manage everything, see who I want to swing to, pitch around with. Of course, nothing was going to happen early. I don't believe really in pitching around. There's no really need to pitch to contact unless there's like a guy on first. There's no need to really walk a batter unless it's like a critical situation at the end. So here, I kind of start taking a little bit more control here as we go to the 5th, tied up 1-1. Nothing much that you want to do here, hitting really. But Casey Mize as a pitcher, he's going to get a little bit tired here. I want to see if he can make it through one more inning. We got 2-3 bases loaded here, and I really want him to at least go 5 or finish up the 6th. Now we end up getting a fielder's choice to get the runner at the plate, and then give up a grand slam, man. So once again, my inability to take guys out at the right times and my want for them to be good. And honestly, it's more so I want for their stats to turn out very good. I care about my stats as a player. I want to care about my stats players as a coach. And there I might have just messed up stats as he get with that grand slam. And of course, we're down 6-1 here, going into our last inning of work. We'll see if we'll be able to do anything against Clay Holmes with the strikeout. Home run by Torkelson. And unfortunately, there it is, man. We end up losing 6-2. Weren't able to put together much of a difference. And the next day, we end up losing 2-4 to the Blue Jays. So right now on a 3-game losing streak, as there's just not much hit production, run production going on here. It's only 6 hits in this game, 2 earned runs. We go to the next game, we only had 4 hits, 2 runs. So the hits is really slowing down. Our batters are starting to get, I guess you could say, a little bit cold. Also in this game, we brought in like our entire backup unit. It looked like everybody was tired. So hopefully we can turn that around here in game 3. It's bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. And we are only down 1-0. Runners at second base. That's the time run. Jonathan Scopes at the plate. He has his only hit this season today, and it was a double. But with the game on the line, I don't know if I can trust him. I'm thinking about going to the bench possibly. We got Torkelson over there who's on his off day. Keith Clemens is on his off day. Drew Jones has been having a good season. Jace Jung has been having a good season. It's all about who can also play shortstop too. So maybe just like not have as many defensive substitutions. Or do I outweigh that with the possibility of actually getting a couple of hits in here? So I do outweigh it, unfortunately, here. I'm going to go Spencer Torkelson. 17 home runs. Kind of did it for me. He's got a chance to hit some power. I actually hit pretty good with him too as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in to face off against AJ Minter, who's been able to get the first 2 outs, but has the time run right behind him. And the first pitch we get is a 4-seamer down the middle. We're going to take that chest level out to the outfield and get gloved just in front of the warning track. So much for a critical situation lasting long. That was a 1 pitch. Could have honestly been a home run, but did not get all of that one, man. And we are getting out of here with the L. Tariq Skubal, great start, only 1 earned run. But once again, no offense. 7 hits as a team. Guerrero Jr. had 2 of them. A lot of offers. And we were not able to capitalize on all those doubles that you saw we just had. So now we started against the Cardinals. And all of a sudden, 5-game losing streak as we finally get a dub here, 7-2. Showing a little bit of offense. 10 hits as a squad. Only a couple of goose eggs that I see across. Oh, that was their team. Actually, no goose eggs. Except for Keith Clemens and Torkelson. They had goose eggs. They always do. Killed by doing Gleyber Torres hit home runs. And Luzardo, his second start with the team, gets a dub. 2 earned, 8 Ks, 3 walks. And that ERA stays below 4. So congratulations to the squad. Breaking the 5-game losing streak and beating a team that we should honestly be stomping, because St. Louis is 51-67. And we go into a game 3 here with Romano needing to close and shut the door against Anthony Santander, the 5 and 6 hitters, and the St. Louis Cardinals. So let's go ahead and jump in. Romano, looking to make something happen here, get another save. He has blown quite a bit this season, and we're looking to not let that happen here today. As that slider gets taken across, he's got a good vision here. It's 3-1. We had to lay one over the plate, and we get lucky. He chops it right back to the pitcher. Easy plays over there to go ahead and get that one marked out. As we go ahead and get Nolan Borman. And he's got a watch for on-2 as well. So not too good start up here today. Already 13 pitches after 2 back-to-back 3-1 counts. And there we go, ending it a little bit sooner this time with the 1-2 K. And then Brandon Drury is their last hope as the go-ahead run here with 2 outs. And he does the unthinkable. That is a long fly ball. Might as well not even chase it, as that's deep into the first set of seats over the bullpen. Home run for Brandon Drury, his 11th of the season. And it is the go-ahead home run here for the St. Louis Cardinals to put them on top. I don't know how you give that one up, but Romano yet again blowing a save. We saw it for years with Alex Lange in the beginning of the series. He would do good all year. And around August, September, that is when he started blowing saves. And it only gets worse here as we get another one, almost the same exact spot. Woo, we didn't even see that one come down. That one might have went even farther in the similar location. Jordan Walker, 9th home run. If you guys remember him too, we had him in our Red series. He was still a minor league prospect. I don't think we got around to bringing him up yet before winning our World Series, but glad to see he's up here with this Cardinals team and actually teeing off against us. With all that being done, we're going to go ahead and switch to now our final chance to try to walk this off, as we're now down 6-4. And they got to face off against our 7, 8, and 9. We got Fernando Gonzalez in the bottom part of the order today. I think that has something to do with our run production inconsistencies. I don't know why they do this, but instead of just subbing the new people in and keeping the lineup the same, a lot of times when they sub somebody in, I'll talk about it in a second, gone. Fernando Gonzalez continues his Rookie of the Year candidacy with another bomb shot out into the outfield, man, ripping that one. 15th homer of the season. And a quick look down below, you see Jermaine Mantle, who we ended up calling up last video, made his MLB debut actually against the Cardinals the night before with a full inning of work, not giving up a run. But Gonzalez puts us back within runner and run here today, showing off the power just a little bit. And that's a great way to lead off the bottom of the ninth. If only we hadn't give up the other sole home run, we'd only need one more to walk this one off. But Jonathan Scope with a chopper, still not getting on base and having a tough time up here. Having good timing, but just getting unlucky with the hits. Now, swinging over the top is Harry Ford as we go down to our final out. And it looks like they might be able to close us out here with Jason Adams. First pitch here to Morris Jones. Is gloved in by the outfielder, man. That'll be a Cardinals dub and a victory, man. They take this series 2-1. And they're able to close us out here today as we lose yet again to a team that we should not be losing to. Had 8 hits as a squad. This was honestly on the pitching though, as Romano gets the L and blown save, giving 3 earned runs in that inning. All he needed to do is come and shut the door, and we couldn't get him to do that. So hopefully we're not seeing that trend come up. And we can write that. We're getting near the middle of the August though, but we do have a series here against the Brewers coming up, a little 2-game set to go ahead and let us know the kind of moves that might still need to be made before we get into September. Let's simulate through that one. 12-3 victory there against the Brewers. Coming out in game number 2 is we got to fix our lineup down triple. I swear I'm always fixing them lineups. As we end up winning that one 7-4. So 2-game winning streak now. Maybe turning everything around, but the Guardians are on a tear right now. 8-2 in their last 10. They're taking commanding lead. We are still tied with the Yankees though for the wild card spot. The third one is with 3 games behind the Blue Jays for the second spot, and even farther behind the Orioles for that top spot. But 2 games over the Stros to keep this little battle between us and New York going. And with everything that's going on, I have seen the offense struggling more. I want to keep him up here for namesake. He's been great to us this series. He was a great third baseman, but my boy, you're hitting .062. You have 1 hit and 18 at bats. Nick Madden, who we sent down in place of him, has been killing it, batting .341 here down in AAA, seeing actually some good development to his player stats. Danny Diaz hitting .439 since we called him up. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and just 41 at bats. So hasn't had much time to play, but you can see all positive boosts going across the board. Could be a great second baseman. Doesn't really have any secondary positions. I think that might be something that we work with him on when he gets to the pros. We might go ahead and get him in some fielding training and make it to where he can at least play the other 2 infield spots, you know, maybe third base and shortstop. But for right now, only a second baseman, which means he's too young and not ready to go ahead and come up. So we're going to send down Jonathan Scope to hopefully help out with some bench problems. We're going to get Nick Mann back up here, man. He was struggling. Batting only 109, but he's been killing it at AAA over the past couple of weeks. Just think of it as he was designated for assignment to see if we would want to bring him back. And to go to welcome that back, we're going to go to game number 1 here against San Diego. A playoff team, a team that we need to show that we can beat if we want to be successful in the postseason and even take over the division. Like, we're going to have to beat these teams real quick to get our lead back. And today, we got to somehow stop that man Manny Machado batting well over 300. Over 1,000 OPS, almost 30 home runs and 100 RBIs. There's nothing this man cannot do. And because he plays phenomenal defense as well. So we're going to have our hands full with trying to stop that and the rest of this Padres unit. And trying to stop us will be Aaron Nola, 3.18 ERA and 15-5 record and a 107 whip. So this man does not lose often. And today we got to be that anomaly for him. Same lineup as always. You see Morris Jones, second on the team with runs with 74. Up to 31 stolen bases. We got to get those doubles up, too. We got to hit that 40-40 club yet again this year. That's going to be the goal for Morris Jones. Every time he steps up to the plate is to get those doubles and stolen bases. So if he's not doubling, you best believe we getting ready to take off, as that is a base hit up the middle. You see the Padres are first in their division. And you already knew with the pitch out, he's going to slide in just ahead of the tag. So Morris Jones is in at second base for a kill, but I do try to bring him around, batting over 300 still at 3.28. And this is why he's very patient when it comes to being at the plate. Until he gets his pitch, that's a 4-seamer chest level. That'll be good enough and deep enough for a sac fly. So we're going to go ahead and try to move up to third base. The throw will come in on the money, just not in time. And give it to Vladimir Guerrero, the man almost at 100 ribbies for us. I've been saying I want somebody to hit 30 and 100. Well, he might hit 40 and 100 if he keeps going at this pace. You already know they're not trying to pitch to him too well, so got to keep that watchful eye open to watch some of these way out the plate pitches go right on by as we get a 4-seamer about thigh high. That's more than deep enough to go ahead and bring the runner in. Caught it just before the warning track. So, I mean, the rain kind of weighed the ball down a little bit, but dang, I don't even know why they threw that thing home. Morris Jones was in the dugout before the catcher caught that ball. And it'll lead us over to Fernando Gonzalez, who just pops up the first pitch he sees, sinker off the plate. Makes the easy play behind the dish, and we'll go ahead and turn things over to Luis Severino. Struggling this year, 8-11 record, 4.42 ERA. The whip at least is decent in the 1.3, and 136 innings, 114 Ks, only 44 walks. So we really just got to lower those hits and see if we can have a good start today. But this lineup is no joke. I think there's only like 2 guys not hitting, 280 plus. And I think out of those 2 guys that's not, one of them's hitting 260, and the other one's just really struggling at 220. But all these guys you're going to see are batting at 300 or close to it. Popped up. Guerrero. That's just enough room to glove that one. So we at least got Luis Arraez down. Maybe that'll knock his average under 300. Xander Bogaerts at 324 at the 2 spot. We're going to have to go ahead and try to knock this one down too as well. 2-2. Home umpire going to just make the official call there. Say he didn't go. So we're running right back. Same pitch and different result this time as he goes all the way around. No question marks about it. And we got Fernando Tatis Jr. heading over 300 as well. As he watches that one go away, we want to pitch him carefully. Don't leave anything over the middle as we get the heat right by him. Strikeout number 2 in the ball game. Here we go. Manny Machado hitting over 300. That is 4 straight guys hitting over 300. How are you not in first place in your division? How are you not a World Series favorite when your top 4 all are hitting over 300? That's another strikeout though. And here goes Jake Cronenworth at the 5th spot. Finally, somebody not hitting 300. And he watches that slider go across. Didn't want to get corkscrewed into the ground, so he's going to have to just go sit down and think about his life decisions. Now we got Hassan Kim. He's batting 270. So once again, not another guy over 300. But that don't mean we're safe as that ball is deep into the corner. Off the foul pole, as that's going to be a solo home run. I wasn't sure if they were going to call that foul, a double, what it was, but that went just hit off the foul pole with the yellow marking. Come back in with a little gold on it as that is going to be a solo home run for Kim to put his Padres up 1-0 here early. We survived all the guys that hit over 300 and gave up the long ball to somebody that wasn't. Now, we got to hope that Luis Severino can settle down because we have seen it get away from him a little bit here in the past. Bottom 2. So that ball is going to go upstairs. 3-1 here to Corey Lee. As he's going to pop this one up. Jones will range in, glove it. And just like that, we'll go ahead and jump to the top of the 4th. It's still a 1-1 ball game here. After this solo shot, the Tigers are trying to look to take back control of this game with their bats if possible. And they're starting out and basing it off of this rookie here to lead off the 4th inning. He does what he's done all season. Be clutch, base hit up the middle. That was a sinker belt high. Would have loved to see him take off on that one, but we'll take this rocket base hit as well, as Torres is going to follow him up. Anything you can do, I can do better. As he gets a base hit up the middle. Riley Green, can you follow that up now? That's good. That's the good key to being able to follow up, though. Having good vision, having good eyes. The better of a hitter's count you get in, the better of a chance you get a pitch that you might like. As this one is popped up shallow on his run, and he's going to be able to get to it. So great play there from their outfielder, getting there in time to just make something happen. And then Keith Clemens will come up next. He's going to line this one into the outfield. That's going to get down and go towards the gap and bump up against the wall. So one run's going to come around. Gleyber Torres is a little bit too slow, so he won't be able to get 2. But we'll at least take our lead back 2-1. That's Keith Clemens, finally. 18th double this year. We haven't seen it too often. Him be clutch. Look at the teammates getting happy. They know he's been struggling all year. He's been frustrated. He's been upset. He had such a good rookie year that he just doesn't understand what's going on. And maybe August, September is the right time to turn it around, because that leads right into the postseason. If you can keep it going into September and October, we'll love you and we'll forget everything you've done. This is going to be a play at the plate. Tag gets on him. It was up the line, but Torres, you are just too slow. As that 50 overall was not able to go and get all the way through. They tag him coming through to the plate. We'll still take our 2-1 lead, though. As now we're going to hand it back over to Luis Severino to try to be clutch like he was the first couple years here. But walking Bogarts, although some would say it's a safe decision, is not when you got Fernando Tatis Jr. right behind. So now we got to pitch him carefully. Risk getting 2 guys on for the remainder of this inning. Is that's going to be a throw down to second base, and we got him. They try to get a steal attempt there with Bogarts, but Harry Ford was not having any of that. So now we eliminate the run scoring opportunity. We can pitch even more careful to Fernando Tatis Jr. He's going to go ahead and walk down to first base. Great plays there, Machado. Wow, a similar situation. I see them leading off over there. We're going to keep eyes on it in case they try to steal again. But instead, they're just going to use that 90 speed to go ahead and come around off of this double attempt on the wall. He's going to come to the plate with ease. That throw is going up the line. Ooh, thank goodness Guerrero Jr. I guess was there to back it up. They might have been able to go to third, not with 45 speed. Never mind. That foot race is going to be won by Guerrero Jr. So now they just tied it right back up. And we got to go Jake Cronenworth again. 1-2. Gets froze once again on the circle change this time around. So he's going to go sit down frustrated. Had a great opportunity to get a run in. And then Kim, we do not want to give up another home run to you. So we're just going to confuse you with the slider. Easy plays there. And although we walk out with a tie game, we'll go top of the 7th now with 1 out. Keith Clemens being clutch last time. And we'll see if he can get something started this inning to be even better. Aaron Nola's still in the ball game too as well. He's pitched strongly, 6 1/3. As that's going to be a base hit that gets down in the outfield. He's pitched pretty good here today, though. He's nearing into 80 pitches, but I guess that's going to actually do it for him. Rain's still falling down here today. No rain delay. So no chance for him to, rejuvenize himself. So my boy is tired. He's going to go ahead and just take the long walk back to the dugout, man. 6 1/3 innings of work is not bad at all. Only 2 earned runs. And he's on the hook to not get a decision today. So he won't lose, he won't win. But they're going to hand things over to Jamie Barrera. Looks like one of their best relievers. 2.28 ERA. He's hitting under 200 against righties and lefties, or holding them to under 200, which is great. And then a save of his own, a blown save, but a 5-1 record. So very strong reliever here that they're looking to hand things off to. And the first thing he does is get out number 2 on Spencer Torkelson. 2-seamer up in the chest, almost ranged out far enough, but he's able to go ahead and glove it in. So we'll go to Harry Ford right after. We're trying to get some signals in to say, don't look so confused. What are you doing? 0-2 is definitely not going to be anything for you, as that slide will get them in there in time. Sometimes I be forgetting that he does have a little bit of speed up there. Keith Clemens can steal a couple of bases now. 79 speed can help him. And that puts him in scoring position with a 2-2. And Ford just went around just enough. We'll have to go top of the 9 there. Run scoring opportunity was blown, so not able to do anything. But now we'll have a great opportunity here with 4, 5, and 6 coming up to possibly take the lead as Gonzalez strikes out. 1 for 4 day for him, and we'll hope Torres will not follow that up. And let's see if he can really do anything he can do, but better. Chopped on the ground. No, he's just in the interest of copying him today, I guess. 1 for 4 day for him as well. As we'll have to go to Green, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Another one of our strong players that has been struggling recently. Well, let's hope he's able to turn that around. As that force him will get down into the outfield for a base hit. Good timing. He pulled that one perfectly. Just barely got down. And you see they went to a new pitcher too. Adrian is in the game now, but we're going to go ahead and try to get a pinch runner in here. Thinking about what spot it is. It's between Verling and Drew Jones. They both can play the outfield spot. So it really just becomes off of, okay, who can get a steal, who's moving. Drew Jones has a better steal rating and a little bit more speed. Verling's been hitting a little bit better, so should we have to cycle back around in extra innings for hits, it might be a little bit more wise to go Verling. But here in the interest of speed and trying to end this now, I'm going to go Drew Jones. He's giving me the best chance to steal a couple of bags. He can play in the outfield spot. His arm is strong. Defensively, he's a good defender too as well. So we'll put him in the right field spot, and we'll look to try to get something moving here. Keith Clemens will come up. He's going to take the first pitch. We are already off and stealing in the bag in time. Had me a little bit worried there. I thought we weren't going to be able to get to it. But now we got that runner in scoring position for Keith, and he's going to take the slider and yank it right to second base. And it didn't even matter. Even if Prince Fielder was out of second base, he was not scoring on that one. Because now we'll have to go bottom 9. Jordan Hicks is still in the ballgame for us in long inning relief work. Trying to take this to extra innings, but Machada's going to go and get over to first base. Now they're going to try the bunt him over attempt. This one's going to go straight to Torkelson, but this is a little bit too hard as we're able to get the lead runner at first base. No double play, but great job there from Spencer Torkelson, keeping his eyes up, knowing where the defender is, making the smart play to go ahead and get the leadoff guy. And then we get Kim down with another strikeout, so it's now up to Corey Lee, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Ooh, I thought he was about to say make that 0 for 4 and make it rain. 0-2 count to him, though. Popped up. Jones will come in shallowly, and it looks like we will be seeing extra innings. So just like that, Josh Stoudemire will be coming in to pitch for them to kind of close this out. It looks like everybody in their bullpen actually is good. 2.5 ERA in 17 innings. Not bad. Now, his averages against other people are worse, about 270 for both sides. And in fact, for our bullpen, Jordan Hicks is getting tired. We have Jerome Mansell up and warming up. Jordan Romano, too, as well, just in case we're able to score across a run. Normally pretty good in these extra inning settings with that extra run at second base. So we'll start off with 8, 9, and 1 here in the inning as Spencer is going to lay down a bunt. No movement at first, but now he's going to get the late jump. He's going to go ahead and get in at a third base. So he does his job with the sacrifice bunt. Great play there. And then Harry Ford, we tried to bunt with him twice. It did not work. So he's got an 0-2 count. Takes it up the middle, though, on the two-seamer. He couldn't bunt him in, but we'll go ahead and take the RBI base hit anyway. And that gets us to at least one run that we need to be able to go and survive, as that ball's going to get away from the catcher. He's going to pick it up, but no throw, as Harry Ford has enough speed to make it into second base cleanly. And now Morris Jones has a great chance to get an RBI here. He sees a curveball. He takes a curveball out into the gap. It'll bump up against the wall. One run will come around. Jones is going to go ahead and get on this horse. He's going to third base. The throw to the cutoff man will actually go to the plate. RBI triple for Morris Jones. 2-run lead, and now they're going to go to a different reliever. Jonathan Gillespie will be coming in. Guess no longer Yankees on the Padres now, as he's looking good this season too as well. That's 3 guys that they've brought in that have all had a sub 2.5 ERA. I wish our bullpen looked like that. But here today, we're raising those ERAs just a little bit, as that ground ball there will score across another run and lead us to go to Jordan Romano to get this save situation, as we weren't able to get across any more runs past that. It's just a 5-2 ball game. We'll be facing off against 8, 9, and 1. Now, Romano, you have to give up like 5 runs here to lose this one. I need you to be calm, stay focused, lock in, and get this dub. 0-2 count is a great way to start this off against Samuel as we get the first place strikeout. So no bunt over, no movement of the runner at all. And we got 1 out, runner at second base. And Garrett Cooper is up. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a 1-2. Can we get him to chase this one? We will. It's going to get down in front of Morris Jones, though, who will come in and play this one cleanly and quickly to go ahead and get that one in just in time. I said Morris Jones. I meant Drew Jones. I forgot the Jones brothers are in the outfield together today, so got to recognize that difference. As Morris Jones' correct position is right field, but he's better as a center fielder. Just like Romano is better as a strikeout pitcher. Luis Arraez will go sit down on that one. Xander Bogaerts over 300 on the day, but we got him 0 for 3 on the day. That'll really significantly hurt that batting average. We can get it at 0 for 4. That's going to be washed low, 2-0 count. Another four-seamer not finding the zone, well off. And wow, no call at all on that one. That was cleanly in the strike zone, but now we've got bases loaded here for Fernando Tatis Jr. And although that sounds scary, he could have definitely won the game in one swing. We will get the first game of the series against the Padres. Fly ball out to Morris Jones, who settles underneath it in mid-center. And we were able to go ahead and make the final play that was very crucial to getting this very much needed victory. So Severino won't get the win either, but it is a quality start. Very good game for him. Jordan Hicks is now 8-1 on the season. Romano's closing in on 30 saves for the year, which is a pretty special number. And as an offense, we did exactly what we needed to at the right time. It was, struggle fest all game to get runs across. When it came to extra innings, put our heads down, went to work, and got 3 of them things straight across. See 2 for 5 on a day. Morris Jones is the player of the game. He, effectively, scoring across that 1 run is like, well, I guess not a given because they didn't do it, but a given. So we got across the real go-ahead run in my mind. Like that second run is the real go-ahead run to me. If I only score 1, I'm still nervous going in. If I can get 2 or 3, I'm feeling good. And of course, more than 3, I'm feeling the game should be over. So Jones' 6th triple of the season, Clemens' 18th double. You see Guerrero Jr. gets his 93rd RBI, closing in on that 100 mark. And Jones' 32nd stolen base, closing in on that 40 mark too as well. 3 innings of work for Hicks as he got the win. 3 hits, 5 Ks. Great work. 2 earned, 8 strikeouts there for Severino. Good job lowering that ERA even lower. And we answer right back with the complete game shutout it looked like for the next game, 6-0. And then here we're going with the critical situation. Another chance here to get a dub. We're trying to sweep as Vladimir Guerrero will come up. Now, we saw we won the last game 6-0. I'm not sure if it was a complete game shutout. We'll look at that in a little bit to see, because that was Luzardo's start. As that's a long fly ball deep back in the left field corner. It will hit off the top of the building. Now, it does go foul, so it won't count as a home run. But if he had waited a half millisecond more, that thing would have been maybe over the top. As he gets the strikeout there to go ahead and just go sit down. We'll have to go to Spencer Torkelson and try to keep this game alive here. 1 out here. Base hit up the middle off the sinker. That's going to land in front of the center fielder. Great play there. He's only got somewhere in the 60s in speed, so we're going to go ahead and go get a pinch runner. Matt Verling is going to come back in. He's got the ability to play first base, so we want to go ahead and get him in this spot over Drew Jones. And I'll lead into Riley Green. Taking the first 4-seam he sees, chest level. Out the center field, it'll be gloved in, so not able to do anything with it. But it'll at least lead to the 6-hitter Gleyber Torres with a chance to take the lead in this game, at least tie it up against Dylan Floro. Wheeling, dealing, circle change, chest level. This will be lined down to the outfield, and that will dive off into the corner. That was the most straight line home run we've seen this series. His 9th home run this season, I did not see coming. It gives us a lead here, 2-1. Look at his teammates cheering him on. That was a beautiful lined rope. Like, I think if the outfielder was standing right there, he would have been able to just jump up and grab it like a Madden 23 middle linebacker. But that was a straight line drive right into the corner pocket like this was pulled. And we are able to knock off a 2-1 lead behind the bat of Gleyber Torres. Let's look at this one more time. Look at how just streamlined this was right off the bat. Exit velo 103, distance 363, and I'm exaggerating, but you see that was a pretty lined rope. straight towards the home run wall. Now, here, Jordan Romano is not completely warm, and Jackson Jobe has been going for a minute, so I'm just first batter that gets on will be a walk or hit. We'll go ahead and bring in Romano, but we'll at least see how long Jackson Jobe can get to this one, or if he's able to finish it out. And there you go. That's a good start there. 0-2 to Samuel Zavala, who was 0 for 3 on the day, make it his first hit of the game. Though that's going to be a base hit, and that did not last long, but not long is all we needed. So that should bring enough to bring in Jordan Romano, who is now warm. 28 saves, 33 opportunities. He led to 5 blown this season. We'll try to keep it that way. We'll just keep it at 5. That's a good number. So we're going to go ahead and try this bunt move, and that'll be bunted foul. Well, Myers is batting .293 against lefties, but only .190 against righties. So that could be exactly why he's just trying to lay down these bunts here as this slider's going to get down. That's going to be in the air a little bit. No catch and no throw to second base, just enough speed. And he does his job. Tying run is now at second base, 180 feet away. And Luis Campusano does the exact opposite of what he was supposed to do. Sac fly that doesn't sacrifice, as that'll be a fly out to left field. And now I'll be up to Luis Arias, who is over 300 with runners in scoring position, but is 1 for 3 on the day and has struggled this whole series. And Jones going to go ahead and, I thought he caught that one for a line drive out. I guess it bounced. Throw goes over, though, to go ahead and make that out. And we walk out of here with another dub and a series sweep of the 1 seeded in the NL West San Diego Padres. We lose a series to the Cardinals. Lose a series to the Royals. And sweep the San Diego Padres. Just let that sink in for a moment. We lose the 2 teams under 500, not going to see the postseason. And we sweep one of the best teams in baseball. That sums up about how this team is. I mean, I'm not even mad at it, because that means if we go to the playoffs, we should be able to wreak havoc on all the teams better than us. Because we won't see any teams worse than us, so we don't have to worry about losing them. As we get 6 hits here today as a team, man, go ahead and rifling those things off. Torres hit that great 2-run home run to go ahead and walk us off 54 RBIs on the year. And Casey Mize had to start 5 2/3. No earned run, so I wonder why they took him out. Maybe he just got tired and the pitch count was high. But Jackson Jobe did his thing, getting a 7-6 record. Gave up an earned run, so ERA still kind of hovering around that 5 mark. But we'll look to see if that one gets down as the series kind of wraps up here. And as we go to wrap up too as well, you see the 6-0 game, I wanted to come back and I told you guys we would see if it was a complete game shutout. Morris, Jones, Gonzalez, and Clemens, all with home runs, all getting the RBIs too as well. So a 3-run, 2-run, and solo shot. Only thing we're missing was that team grand slam we hit for the team home run cycle. Luzardo, only 7 innings, 3 hits, 4 Ks. Schaefer ended up doing most of the work to close it out, 1 2/3, but Brash getting the final one. 2 Ks, 1 K for each of them. We walk out of there with a team complete game shutout at the very least. And with those sweeps there of the Astros, we end up taking over 3rd place in the wild card by ourselves, 2 games up over the Yankees, and only a half game back of the Guardians for the division standings. So we'll see how that series plays out. We go up against the Astros here. Next time out, we'll be really focusing in on that one, as well as it's almost time for September call-ups. So actually what we might focus on more so would just be the minor league level. You know, we have teams that are under 500 and, you know, kind of focusing on these series as we get into the last month, but September call-ups are in 15 days. So we might go down, take a trip to the minors, check out our double and AAA squads. We haven't done that much this season, to go and see who the 2 guys are that's going to come up and help this rotation or help this team out for the last month to make that final push forward. Will it be 2 relievers, 2 starters, a reliever and a starter, 1 pitcher and 1 hitter, or just 2 hitters? You guys let me know down below what you guys would like to see and what you guys think it might be. But I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one, man. It's been your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka SmooveGotGame. And I will catch you guys in the next video, man. I'm out. Later.